But over the next 2 months, or the next 2 weeks, at least Glasgow will be at the centre of the world's attention as Glasgow hosts COP26.
1029.
From Glasgow. And today, we will be projecting a very special message on the frontage of the building behind me. There's some very important words. We will be hearing lovely singing from the Glasgow Youth Choir that will bring those words to life. And why are those words so important? Because ultimately, as I said before, we are trying to heal the world from this city, and it hopefully will radiate across the globe. I want to see headlines on the 13th of November that says Glasgow has been instrumental in facilitating a durable agreement that will leave a sustainable planet for the next generation and those to follow. Woo! But for that to happen, our world leaders and negotiators must take the tough, the ambitious but necessary decisions to achieve that important goal. I do not simply want to emulate the Paris agreements and the goals set at that agreement. I want to surpass them and surpass them well. So my message to all world leaders and negotiators who may be listening to my voice and all of the people here today and throughout the world is please, no more simple words, but actions is what we need, require. So friends, the words that you will see projected behind me on this building, the words that you will hear sung by our school young people, will be a reflection of that wish, that hope, and that demand. So, friends, hopefully we will have a better planet to pass on to our next generations. But I think with some passion, determination, goodwill, and cheer from the people of Glasgow, who ultimately are the most hospitable, friendly people on the planet, I am absolutely convinced that we can indeed leave a better place behind than we find ourselves in right now. So, ladies and gentlemen, without any further ado, I now wish to introduce you to a lady who's the Chief Executive Officer of a very great organisation, socially conscious consumers and businesses. So ladies and gentlemen, can I now please introduce you to Michelle Bongiovanni.
Civic Officer Kelly, Glasgow Youth Choir, Conductor Audrey McCurdy, and invited guests. It is truly with great humility that I stand before you this evening in Glasgow. It's such a warm, welcome city, the host to the most pivotal climate change conference ever, COP26. Tonight we offer a prayer and a call to humanity to unite like never before to help save our planet and future generations. This evening, with the display of the iconic Paul Hampton's Heal Us All, our social impact company, Heal Our World, is here to launch a global campaign and activation platforms so that we, you and I, can truly create a single ripple effect for unprecedented change by uniting through the power of one, as my friend Bootsy Collins loves to say. The Together We Can campaign is not about global governments and their action or inaction. It is about giving a voice to the voiceless, to those who fight every single day to save our environment and our people, often at the risk of their own lives. And it is a plea to all of us to unite in action like never before. Our future depends on it. In the great words of the late Robert Kennedy,
each time a man stands up for an ideal, or acts to improve the lot of others, or strikes out against injustice, he sends forth a tiny ripple of hope, and crossing each other from a million different centers of energy and daring, those ripples build a current which can sweep down the mightiest walls of oppression and resistance.
I thought that quote was most fitting for this COP. So at this time, with no further ado, I'd like to introduce you to a very special woman who I reached out to and who organized immediately these beautiful children whom you'll be hearing tonight. So Miss Audrey McCurdy and the Glasgow Youth Choir, it is an honor to have you.
The clouds are hiding the sun from view. We pray for a new day to come shining through. Never in our lifetime have we felt such pain. Our voices intertwining in the same refrain, like a siren's call. See us, hear us, feel us, heal us all. Everyone is frightened about their lives, but fear in a strange way feeds our will to survive. We gotta make things better, stand strong against the wind. It's time to write a new song for the world to sing. To the big and small, see us, hear us, feel us, heal us all. Hear us, feel us, heal us, see us, hear us, feel us, heal us, see us, hear us, feel us, heal us. See us, hear us, feel us, heal us, heal us, see us, hear us, feel us, heal us. Heal us all, heal our world, heal our world.
I
think you deserve another round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. Fantastic. Well, we just heard the words there. Hear us, see us. As I said before, I hope world leaders who are looking in on this see them and hear their voices strong and loud, because you did excellently well, each and every one of you. And as the late, great Robert Kennedy said, ripples of hope. If the voices of these young people do not send out those ripples of hope around the world now, then nothing will. Don't make the decisions to heal our planets for me or for my generation. Do it for their generation and the generations after them. Yes. Yep. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I now have the greatest of pleasures to introduce and welcome our guest of honour. He has travelled quite a distance to be with us tonight. He is a true legend, a Hollywood star, songwriter, singer, a man of many, many talents indeed, and he's very funny with it as well. This man has worked and co-starred along some of the biggest names in entertainment. Elvis Presley. I think everyone knows Elvis Presley. Do you know Elvis Presley? Yes. I think he had more hair than I did, didn't he? Always a tough audience, ladies and gentlemen. But he's worked with so many, many more talented individuals. Bette Midler, Tom Jones, Sammy Davis Jr., and many, many more talented individuals. But this man has written great songs, including the one that we've just heard, and an adaptation of those ones we have heard tonight as well, for many other crises around the world. But I think we all agree that the crisis we face right now is the biggest challenge this planet has ever faced. So, ladies and gentlemen, without any further ado, I would like to introduce you to the incredible, much talented and much loved Paul Hampton.
I have more tests. I think I've taken more tests, and they've anything bad has been undetected in me. So I feel really confident that it's safe to be around me and safe to be around myself. But these singers, it is so touching to me to hear. To me, this is real Scotland. And being here, I've been here 24 hours. I feel like this is where anybody in the world has not been to Scotland. This is where you need to be, because it's a barrier-free, conscious, warm, caring group of people. And I've been all over the world. I've never seen anything like it. And Audrey, I think you deserve a particular round of applause for what she's done for these children. They're not children, they're adults and young bodies, but every one of you all, really, I just can't tell you. I had tears coming to my eyes because it's so good to hear you being so honest and true. And when people are honest and true, you know they're real. And when they're not honest and true, everybody out there knows it rings like a dull bell in the world. We need more harmony like this, and if we have more harmony like this, it's the world. That's what's going to heal the planet, our humanity. And I originally in this song in the third verse, when I wrote it, they had blown up the federal building in Oklahoma City, and they said the wrong people did it. And so I tried to write something. There was a line in there, God only blesses, he wouldn't damn sweet innocent children. That's not part of his plan. We don't understand it. Angrily we grieve. So who does the allowing? Who does the allowing? is the only cure letting teardrops fall. And then I rewrote the song, of course, 25 years later for this. On Christmas morning, my mother's spirit came to me and said, you need to rewrite this song for now. The world needs this now. This is at 5:34 Christmas morning this past year. 40 minutes later, after she said that, I had made some changes in the lyric of the song that you just heard, and the bomb goes off in downtown Nashville. As if she had a prophecy that this is going to happen. And chills ran down my spine, and I talked to my friend Jimmy Nichols, who produced this, and he was a musical director for Reba McEntire and Faith Hill and Tim McGraw, and a lot of American artists. Some of you may hear, some of you not, but he's such a caring, brilliant guy. He said, we need to have a big record to kick off this climate, the COP26. Not just a little record, but a big record with a big sound. And the magic, magic, I used to say, magic does not call up and make appointments. And every one of you all really brought it. And I have to let's give them another round of applause. We have to. And that's not just being polite, it's just, we all need applause. Even me, and every one of you all. I sat there, I was stunned. And I came all the way to this, I think we did the Zoom, didn't we? And I was so impressed with that, I said, I have to be there, just to let this go out there, just into the world, without me being here, and hopefully you'll always remember it. And the Lord Mayor is a very gracious guy. When we're talking about somewhere, laughing about anybody crosses you these days, in whatever business you're in, whatever you do in life, if they cross you, tell them this. There's something Groucho Marx once told me. If anybody crosses you, you just look at them and very softly say, how high can you stoop? Right? How high can you stoop? Thank you, guys. God bless everybody.
Right, ladies and gentlemen, just in case you may not be aware, but we are about in the next 5 minutes or so to receive a phone call from the Vice Mayor of Nashville, Tennessee, and the city, I believe, of residents of Paul. But the phone call is not come through yet, so I was going to perhaps do a quick Q&A session with Paul, if that's okay. And we can maybe discover some secrets of your past life and all the amazing people you've worked with, Paul. So if you want to join me, if that's okay, please. Absolutely. Yeah, please do. Oh, sorry, indeed, sorry. I forgot Johnny Cash as well. So how was it working with Johnny Cash then?
Well, it was all, from a long distance. When you work with people. The song it's all about the song. Everything's about the song. And the message that I had written the song when New York before he died, and it was I stand for everyone. We lost their place in line. So many people out there waiting in line for everything. And usually this is a song, the song, I stand for the bold and the daring. Who's gone out on Dead Man's Curve. I stand in lieu of everybody who deserves to be heard. But first I stand for those whose time is spent before they can spend their time. I stand for everyone who lost their place in line. And that's kind of what we both do here.
Yes, absolutely.
Me more than you.
It's all. But I think, Paul, probably not just myself, but everyone here probably wants to know of all the amazing celebrities you have worked with and co-starred with, who is the nicest and who's the least pleasant?
Well, Doris Day. How many people know Doris Day? Anybody remember Doris Day? We did a show. I invite you to see the show. Anybody who saw Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, it was really about my experience. I was young in the house.
That'd be like finding out what your heroes as a kid.
And that night when I met a girl in New York who asked me to come visit her, I made that choice instead. I wouldn't be here otherwise, but it was one of those situations that she was, I met her at the Peter Law Firm, and it was a show about a woman who goes out and the age of her son, and that's who Charlie Nancy did. And that's what she's done. So she was the best. best, the greatest human being. Worst, I've got nothing to say, but wait till next.
Amazing. Has anyone got a question for Paul, perhaps?
Diana Ross, I think also, I did make these things to lose. We had a few awards with the story of Billie Holiday. Anybody seen that movie? Lady Sings the Blues?
Yeah.
No?
Yep.
Oh, you did? Okay. Well, that, and Richard Pryor, I think Richard Pryor and I were supposed to do a movie together. We had the script, and then he had some bad things happen with Richard. Anybody knows Richard was probably the funniest, the greatest. But we had such a long we were walking along Michigan Avenue, and we just on a new TV show called and we were walking along, and the car pulls up, and the guy pulls the gun. I should blow you away for Diana Ross. I said, it's just a movie. Let's relax. And right then I said, I don't want to do this anymore. I virtually became invisible. You know, like the Harry Potter people in my head. And I said, I don't need to be doing this.
There's some things which I had that as well.
Right.
So you gave up?
Just for a while, I just wanted to hide in the concert on my music. And in New York, I was about to do it, and along came COVID. And so they put it up everywhere, so I for sure. But when this opportunity came along, I had to grab it and said, my friend Alex Foley was my dear friend for many, many years. He said, I'm working with Michelle on this great project, and I said, it sounds interesting, but something I want to support, and that's why we're here.
A minute or so to go before the phone call comes in, and the phone call will be, as I said, from the Vice Mayor of Nashville, Paul Ure.
The system, well, it was an idea that I had, the division of this country that I've said to you earlier. There's so much division. I said, guys, let's get over it. Let's start coming together right away. You think you're Music City, and it's really Scotland, and it's this part of the world.
Yes, it is. That's one nice bit. Can I go on the speaker so that the rest of the audience here gathered can your voice, if that's okay? Thank you. So, ladies and gentlemen, I am now taking and receiving a call from the Vice Mayor of Nashville, Tennessee, Jim Schumann. So yes, indeed, that is a round of applause. I know the feeling, Vice Mayor. Well, thank you very, very much indeed for giving us this special call this evening. Just for your information, Mr. Vice Mayor, I'm standing next to one of your residents, Mr. Paul Hampton. So, Paul,
Hampton, yeah.
Yes, indeed.
Hey, Jim, how are you?
I'm fine, Paul. How are you?
I wish you were here. This is quite an event. To hear these children, 20 Voice, the Glasgow Children's Choir, sing this song. If that didn't bring tears to your eyes, you should go into another line of work. It was just the most wonderful feeling. I think everybody here felt it, didn't we, all the kids?
Yeah.
Indeed. Mr. Vice Mayor, I know that you're an extremely busy man, but I believe you wanted to give a message of support and hope, not only to Glasgow, but to the whole world as we go through the next 2 weeks and host COP26.
Oh, I think what you're doing in Glasgow is amazing. I think bringing all kinds of people from all over the world to be a part of trying to make this world better is just phenomenal, and we're very, very appreciative. Nashville is. Congratulations to Glasgow for doing this, and I really wish everybody the best. I hope everybody works very well together, and plus the course that we all need to take to make sure that this world is sustainable and safe. So, Lord Provost, I was going to say, I have been to your city before.
Good.
I have visited Glasgow. We have friends in Glasgow. We've been here.
Well, thank you, Vice Mayor. That is the children saying hi to yourself and to the city of Nashville. So we'll maybe do that again one more time.
Well, a big hello from Nashville to everybody there, especially the children. We want them all to come visit Nashville when they're all ready. We have plenty, as Paul can tell you, we have lots of places here for them to sing. So they just have to come over here and we can arrange for places for them to sing their songs.
That's fantastic. I think I've never seen the children have such big smiles on their faces, Mr. Vice Mayor. I'm just jealous that I've not been invited.
Well, we'd rather have the kids, but Lord Provost, if you want to come too, that would be okay.
I
We'd love to have you.
don't blame you, thank you. But you're absolutely right, and I think it's very important that we do have the children here today, the young people, because ultimately they are the future, and that's what we are doing COP26 for, is to
Well,
ensure
that's what it's all about.
Absolutely
It's all about
correct.
the future and
Jim, let me just say
my children. I have a grandchild, and again, what you all are doing in Glasgow, thank you very, very much. I
Thank you.
appreciate it.
Thank you. Well, Mr. Lell, Mr. Vice Mayor, you just heard Paul saying there that you have to come to Glasgow. What Paul doesn't quite know yet is that he's now here in Glasgow, and that makes him an honorary Glaswegian. And as all Glaswegians know, there are some rights that come with that, but also some obligations. And one of the obligations is that you must come back to Glasgow with family and friends often and soon. Fantastic.
Well, I would love to come back to your city again. We have friends in Glasgow, and I will tell you that I drove from Edinburgh to Glasgow on what we would call the wrong side of the road, but on your right side of the road.
I would never see anything bad about Edinburgh. As the Lord Provost of Glasgow.
Well, I drove over. I made sure that I could stay behind somebody that it was much safer that way.
Well, you're certainly most welcome back with your family and friends anytime. And I think could we give a loud, proud cheer from Glasgow to Nashville?
Again, thank you all very much. Lord Provost, thank you for setting up this call. Paul, good luck with everything over there. City of Glasgow, again, great job. Well done. Good luck with everything that you've got going on. We're very appreciative here in Nashville. So greetings from Nashville and our best wishes for an exceptional conference. Good luck with it all. Okay?
Thank you very much indeed. Thank you. Thank you.
All right. Thank you all.
Thank you. Thank you. Bye-bye. Well, thank you, ladies and gentlemen. I think you've all done Glasgow extremely proud, as you've heard from the Vice Mayor of Nashville. We're doing something very, very important, not just for our city, not just for this country, but for the whole planet. And the ripples of hope, as I mentioned earlier on, start right here, right now, and it's all thanks to you. So congratulations, and keep up the amazing work that each and every one of you are doing.
So much, everyone, for coming. We want to thank everyone from St. Luke's here, Michael and Alex, and we had such an amazing job. We want you to do it one more time, so everybody can remember this, and there'll be a valuable impression on you. So, one more time, encore.
The clouds are hiding the sun from view. We pray for a new day to come shining through. Never in our lifetime have we felt such pain. Our voices intertwining in the same refrain, like a siren's call. See us, hear us, feel us, hear us. Oh, everyone's frightened things better. Stand strong against the wind. It's time to write a new song for the world to sing. To the big and small, see us, hear us, feel us, hear us all. See us, hear us, feel us, heal us. 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 Heal us all, heal our world.